Good evening, rockers. Vegas Rock Goddess is back with another amazing show. Today we are interviewing Under Black Sky. Of course, another Facebook find. In fact, this band is all over the socials. They have some amazing videos on YouTube. We're going to talk about that. Uh, this band is killer. So let's get into it with this band. So hang tight. All right. These guys are ready to rock. Let's get them in. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how are you?
How's it going? Is it just going to be you?
Yes, I was trying to get the rest of the guys on, but we could not pull it off.
That's okay. Welcome to the show.
Thank
Um,
you for
I
having
am
me.
a huge fan of
Well,
your
thank
band.
you.
I mean, we're just gonna go right into it. These viewers are in for some great info on your band today. So why don't you give the viewers a little synopsis? Like, you guys started in 22. So let's go back to 22 and how all this became your band.
Sure. Well, it was interesting because it's we've all been doing this for many, 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 many years, and so like certain things happen in your life where like you want to make you kind of fork in the road, and you either decide to do the same things you've always done, or you try to change some things and try to do things a little bit differently. And so we kind of came to the conclusion, especially after COVID and everything that was going on, we we said, you know what, we need a fresh start. We want to do something a little bit different. We want to shake things up a little bit. We want to try and do things we've never done before. And somebody
Right.
always said that if you want to go certain places that you've never been, you got to do things that you've never done. So that was kind of our method of taking on this project and kind of dredging forward, and that's kind of where we are today. And so we took all of the lessons learned over the past 20, 30 years of doing music and performing and touring and writing, and decided to everything's changed, right? Everything's changed in the world. So and in the industry, everything's changed, and the way people, their approach to music is different than it used to be. And so like anything else, it's a constant evolution. So that was really kind of what brought Under Black Sky about, was a constant change. And in order for to us stay in the game, well, we got to change along with the game as well. And so it was a challenge we were up for.
Yeah, I mean, your videos are killer.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk about this first one, Devil Is Me. Now, you have a great cameo featuring Killer Confession. So let's talk about how you two came together on that video.
Sure. Well, Waylon is we've always been a fan. He's always done a great job, even when he was back with Mushroomhead. And so when he went off and started A Killer's Confession, we always kind of followed what he was doing, and fortune would have it that our producer worked with him as well. And so when we decided to not just write the song, but when we decided to put out a video, and we were like, you know what, we would like to do, like, once again, going back to what we just talked about, you got to do things a little bit differently. We wanted to do something that we've never done before, and who better to do it? And the relationship was there, and he was just gracious and said, you know what, I'd love to do this with you guys. And we had a great time doing it. The song was killer, and we've had a lot of fun. And just recently, he's had a huge level of success, and just signed on with MNRK, and so we wish them well, and I know they're going to do a lot of great things as well.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw who does your videos? Who's the director?
So Michael Levine is the one who does our videos, and
Okay.
he's excellent. I mean, you can tell
Oh,
just
yeah.
by the quality and
Yeah,
Levine Pictures. So Michael, if you're watching, buddy, we love you. Appreciate all you do. He's killer. He plays drums for a band called Peyton Parish, which is
yes.
absolutely blowing away right now. They're just coming back off of sold out dates in Europe, and he is just a machine. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. But he does an amazing job every time.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, let me tell you, he has got the pulse on this band because he captures your band not only in action but in depth, which is great because I'm really taking and I'm really paying attention. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different elements going on. Amazing. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah,
It's all him.
and
You know,
yeah,
we basically said,
exactly.
take the creative
But
reins and roll with it.
yeah, exactly. Now, you guys, are you touring right now?
Not at the moment. Not at the
Okay.
moment. We are right in the position for the next couple months of releasing music,
Okay.
and so, and we're gearing up for mid year to start getting out there and hitting the road. So we're anxious. We're sitting on a ton of great material. Our goal as of the third quarter, fourth quarter last year, leading into this year, was repetition when it came to and frequency of releasing new music. So actually, we're literally dropping a song tomorrow. So there's a lot going on in the camp, and we're going to keep it going. One thing we will not do is release music and then sit on it for the next 6 months and then do something else. So once again, the platform has changed. So the scope is totally different than it's ever been before. So we're ramping up, and we're going to stay in people's face all the time. And we hope that everyone loves it. Not that that's always going to be the case, but we're going to get it out there, and we're going to be as frequent and as consistent as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything taught us during pandemic, was to work harder, smarter,
Yes.
and when everything started breaking out, and I mean, look at all the material that these bands, not only you but other bands, have got stacks, because all they were doing was writing. They were zooming together, they were collaborating. This year in 24, you're going to see so much new music. I mean, it's going to blow everybody away, especially from your band, because you wrote a lot of that during pandemic. Is that right?
Yeah, we did, and it came, and then it ramped up right out of pandemic. It really ramped up because we were, like anything else, there's that level of uncertainty of what's going to happen, and what is the shakeout really going to look like when the dust settles, so to speak. But once you really saw a glimpse of, okay, this is what we think is going to happen, and here's where we're going to go, and then it's like game on, because it's not just us as a band, it's everyone that's in a band is trying to, all right, let's get back out into the universe here and let's make something happen. And so and that's a good thing. It's a good thing for fans. It's a good thing for people that love new music. But it's obviously it's an extremely competitive environment that we live in. But I think as a fan myself of all kinds of music, I mean, I could not wait to get people back out into the circuit and get them out into the market again, so we can just get back to what we love, which is going to see live music.
Yeah, and it's funny because when pandemic kind of settled down and everybody last year was really kind of getting out, a lot of tribute bands were formed.
Yeah, sure.
Just to get their chops going and to get back out there and play. Now the fans want original material.
Right.
I think they're kind of done with the tribute thing. Not that they don't love it, not that we don't love it, but let's get some original music back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and the other thing is there's so much opportunity now. I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably go see a live show every night of the week.
Especially in Vegas. Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, every night of the week for you guys, for sure.
Right.
So that being said, as a fan and as a concert goer, you kind of have to use some type of discretion at this point, because that might not be in the cards for you, is to go out every single night of the week and see a live band. So when you do you want to go see, a cover band? Or not saying that I love cover bands. I think they're amazing. I
Right.
like going to watch them.
Totally.
But yes, but at the same time, if I'm going to choose, it just muddies the waters a little bit on what I'm going to go do, and I agree with you. People are in the market now for new music. They want to see something fresh. They want to see passion again. They want to see people out there that are putting their heart and soul into the music, into writing and putting new things out and performing it live and just see what that looks like.
Totally. They want to see a string break. They want to hear that crackling of your voice. They want that experience, working new material for the first time in front of a crowd.
Absolutely.
24 is going to be like off the hook. And you guys have a lot, and you're releasing a song tomorrow?
Yeah, actually, it's funny we're talking about covers.
That's okay though, because what? Listen, there's been some really great covers over the past 6 months. Godsmack did one. Corey Taylor did one.
Yeah.
Even Joyous Wolf did one. I mean, there's a lot of great covers out there, and you know what? They're just putting their own spin on it. What's your cover?
Well, we're actually doing a cover of Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. So yeah, and it was interesting because this was it's a classic song regardless. And then number two was that this was Bon Jovi's 40th year anniversary this year. So 40 years those guys have been kicking around music, and there's some things that they did back 40 years ago that were I mean, quite honestly, today there'll be a lot of guys out there that they might not attribute it to this or not, but you probably would tell them to ask their folks. They probably wouldn't be playing the music they're playing right now, or have gotten interested in playing music if they didn't listen to Bon Jovi, or their folks didn't listen to Bon Jovi. There's just some things that they're just in the fabric that kind of made rock and roll what a lot of these guys are drawing off of right now. So we obviously will put our own spin on it,
of course,
and do something fun with it. But we're excited about it because we thought, what, this is a classic, and if I don't care how old you are, you probably know what the song is. If you're young, if you're young, you probably heard this from your folks. If you're 20, 30, you've heard this song. If you're 40 or 50, you grew up on it. So
right, but let me tell you a little backstory on Bon Jovi. I was actually in a Holiday Inn in Carbondale, Illinois. And I was actually working with a radio station doing some promotions and stuff. So I wanted to get a picture with the radio station t-shirt and, John and Richie, and I got it. So nice. I actually got to hang out with them that entire night. And while we were there, Billboard called their manager. That album was #1 with a bullet at that time. And it just came out. I mean, literally, it was only out probably 2 weeks. And that was one of the most prolific moments in my life.
Awesome.
I got to hang out with them at that particular moment. They were so humble. And I mean, look at Bon Jovi now, 40 years later.
I know, it's crazy.
I mean, it is crazy. So I cannot wait to hear this song.
Well, it's I think you're gonna like it. I think anybody out there that likes modern rock, that likes what's happening today in music, that likes the modern touch when it comes to mixing and the production,
right?
I think this is, and if you like the song in general, here's the tough part about doing a cover is you always want to, well, I always look at this as I want to honor what they've done more than try to make it totally my own, because I want to keep integrity of the song intact. But I want to, I want people to hear it in a different light, to the point where they go, you know what? I really appreciate that song the way it was originally done. I'm so glad that you tastefully did it the way you did it. So it wasn't, you didn't trash it.
Right.
So I'm hoping that that's what people will think, and who knows? Hopefully some like anything else, you're going to get people that say, "Oh, you can't mess with the original because the original is the original," and I get it, and I appreciate it. I just hope that they give it a listen and they say, "You know what? Thumbs up. Thanks for doing that." And hopefully, we'll get some people that say, "Listen, I've heard of Bon Jovi. Maybe they're youngsters. Maybe I've heard of them before, but it's not my thing. But man,
Right?
I really like what you guys did." Because it's totally my style. So we'll see what happens. But I think that regardless, we'd love to be able to get everybody to listen to it and kind of weigh in on what they think.
Now, are you going to do a video for this?
Yeah, it's coming out at the same time. So actually midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time, it'll
Oh,
drop.
I can't wait. I have
Yeah.
to work in the morning, but I am definitely going to be checking this out.
So yeah, video's out and live and ready to go. And the song drops, everything drops at midnight tonight. So that'll be, we're excited about it.
Oh, yeah, I am too. And I'm sure the viewers are going to be even more excited about it. So you're going to be dropping songs, what, every 4 to 6 weeks?
We're trying every 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
But that's our timeline. But we're trying to stick within that 30-day period. And we're going to do that for hopefully the next 6 months or so. And try to
Nice.
just kind of continue to keep grinding and getting things out there. And like anything else, we'd love to hear from everybody. If there's something that if you really love what you're hearing or you like what we're doing, let us know. If you don't, let us know. I mean, it's like we're quite honestly, we're not ego-driven people. We just do this stuff because we're blessed enough to be able to do it. And God willing, we'll do it for as long as we're physically able. And we're just happy that we can. And so, but obviously we want to get out there and like you said before, we want to perform this stuff in the raw. We want to get out there and we want to play and we want to have fun. We want to have people come out and enjoy it and have fun with us.
And that's the one thing about your band. I totally see the passion, the hunger for great rock. And that itself right there, way to go.
Well, it's what gets us up in the morning and keeps us up and going until we pass out and do it again. It's
exactly. Like, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your other members in your band since they're not joining us right now?
Yeah, sorry they couldn't join you. We've had a couple guys that were actually literally had an issue with the whole AT&T thing that happened today.
Oh, yeah.
Literally
crazy.
Yeah, so that is what it is. But Jimmy Adams on the drums, the guy's amazing. One of my best buddies, been playing in bands for years. I wish he could be here. I mean, without him, this project wouldn't be happening. And just a great asset. Super humble guy. He just lives and breathes what we do. And like anything else, associating yourself with the right people, especially for guys out there, girls that are trying to start bands and trying to get out there and do their thing. Remember this, people first. People first. You got to love the people that you're with. You can have the best, most talented people in the world, but man, if they are not true, true to what it is that you're passionate about, and you guys kind of have that connection, what you want to do, it'll never last. So find people that are passionate about what you're passionate about, and then and surround yourself with those people. Jeremy Sevens, the next guy, is a bass player for the band. One of the most fun people you ever hang out with. I'll keep you in stitches every time. Every time we're on the road. I mean, he's comic relief for us all. And
you need that.
We do need that. It's absolutely necessary. And just a solid, probably one of the most solid guys I've ever been in a band with, that just holds things together. Doesn't complain about a thing, period, end of story. He just loves being a rock star, and you know what, he is one. And then you got Dirk Mercer, a guitar player, again, one of the nicest, most humble guys you'll ever meet. Extreme professional. Whatever it takes, he's there. It's like family. That's one thing that we've formed over the years is, yes, we perform. Yes, we love doing this, but it goes much deeper than that. We're a family, and that's what this thing's all about. And we're like I said, we're fortunate to be able to connect, have the right people in the lineup, and then be able to enjoy what we're doing, and then go out there and hopefully let everyone else enjoy it as well.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, your band is really got it going on, man.
Well,
Uh,
thank you.
just the videos alone and the sound of your band is killer. Like Drown, what a great song.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, and we can't take credit for, I mean, sonically, it's once again, it's the lineup of the band, but it's also who, the guys you don't see in the band, who's producing the band, who's helping writing, who's doing this, who's doing that. And so a lot of the things that we do, it's not just the four of us. We're always seeking outside assistance, and like we, fortunately for us, we've got a guy named Dusty Bowles, which is one of become very, very close to us.
He's
And
great, man.
is great. I mean, the guy's absolutely a rock star, and he's amazing at what he does. And so he helps take what we're trying to accomplish, and he helps us, push us further than we can go ourselves, and then bring that to life. And that's really, really important, because you got to have that.
For sure. Now, where's your band located in?
So so that's interesting you say that, because we're based out of Florida. We call Florida our home, but we've got Jeremy and Jimmy that are literally from New Orleans, and Dirk's from North Carolina. So but we had to pick a spot, and Florida's just a great spot. So we couldn't hurt.
Yeah, there's so many great bands, let me tell you, coming out of Florida. It's a great rock state.
There is no
Like,
doubt about it. There is no doubt. We're in the northern part of Florida, and so when you take a look back in the history, you've got well, you go way back, you've got Leonard Skinner, and you've got Limp Bizkit, and you've got Cold, and you've got Shinedown, you've got I mean, you could literally go on and on and on. There's
oh
so
yeah.
many amazing bands that come just out of the North Florida area, and we're proud to say that we're from North Florida as well.
Yeah, I know a band, Divided Truth. Have you
Yes, of
heard of
course.
them?
Yeah, of course I have.
I interviewed them 2 years ago. They are some great guys. They are one of the hardest working bands on the Florida side. Great guys.
Yeah, those guys are, well, I won't say local, but they're like right down the street kind of guys, for
Yeah.
sure.
So yeah, like Florida, let me tell you, holds a special place in my heart. I used to live in Naples, Florida. I lived
Okay,
there for about a year, but I have a lot of friends in Florida.
nice.
So yeah, that's a great hotbed of rock. Also, North Carolina, South Carolina,
Absolutely. Yep.
New Orleans has some great rock bands coming out of there. I mean, like I said, 24, it's like no holds barred as far as new bands, new music.
No, it's wide open, and we're like, bring it on. That's the best thing about what we've got. Like I said before, yes, we are a band, and we put out music, and we want to go out there and play. But guess what? We're fans of other bands, and so I say the more the merrier. And I wish everyone out there that's out there trying to crush it, and they're just doing whatever they got to do and hustling to try to get their music out there. Keep going, man. Let's do this thing together.
Keep grinding.
Absolutely. And we all got to stick together. I mean, this is something we have to support each other in, for sure, because the industry is hard enough.
Yeah, the rock community is really strong. We're all a family. We help each other, we promote each other. Yeah, I mean, I love what I do, and I love bringing bands like yours to the forefront, because I mean, it's just a passion of mine. Like, you've got to hear them, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
thank goodness,
for sure.
Thank goodness. Because we feel the same way. And if it's like, you remember, you were probably the same way when you were growing up too. When you heard something for the first time, you said, oh my God, this is amazing, I've got to tell everybody about it.
Yeah,
because they have to hear this stuff. And I missed that. I wish we were more. I wish we were more like that. I wish we could go back and find that inner child that we were when that brand new song came out, or that brand new album came out, or if you really want to date yourself, when you had to go to the record store and you bought if you bought an album because of the album cover, because you couldn't preview what it sounded like, you took it home and you devoured that thing for hours and hours, and you listened to it for end over end, song after song. And and became a true fan, and you were excited to be a fan, to tell your friends about it. Man, I
Like,
tell you, that's what makes us do what we do today. I hope that hasn't died in the fans today. You know what I mean?
no, yeah. What was the first record you ever bought with your own money? Go.
Fate's Warning.
Wow,
Awaken the Guardian. Yep.
that's
Yep.
killer.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I go back and look at some of this and some to this day, some of the my most favorite, that and like Power Slave from Iron Maiden, or
Oh my gosh, yeah.
now those were some that I bought with my own money. We're gonna go back to some of my, what other people bought with their money, like AC/DC, and
Right?
but no, it's like, but those were special times, because you kind of, you cherish that music. It wasn't
Oh
as
yeah.
easily available as it is today, where you can just get your phone out and go to Spotify and look at whatever, you listen to whatever you want to anytime you want to, and that kind of, I almost feel bad a little bit for, because a lot of people today won't, if you've never experienced what you and I are just talking about, then that's something special that happens in that process of going through and picking the new music, and the anticipation, and just the concentration on when you get to, like, how many times have you picked up something new, listened to it, and it didn't like totally soak in the first time you heard it, so you listened to it a couple times and it was like, okay, I like it, and then by the fifth or sixth time you heard this, it's like, oh my God, it's the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But it took that long for you to connect on that level. Well, it's hard, very, very, very few and far between that's ever going to happen again, because people will be able to just hear a song and then just go to the next song from some other band so quickly before they actually connect with that particular song. And so I hope that people will take a step back, a deep breath, listen to it again, and then and do that with all the bands out there, because you know what, there's a lot of great bands out there that are pumping out some really killer music. So give it the time.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned like the first record, Boston.
Oh,
Unbelievable. I
amazing.
remember I got it at Kmart, and I remember coming home and putting it on my turntable. And let me tell you, at first I'm like, what is this? I'm like, right? But again, after the fifth or sixth listen, I was hooked.
Oh man.
That was one of the most prolific bands in my time, and especially like ELO, another amazing band. Just killer.
They're a killer. And it's like, you go back and listen to that stuff today, and you're like, you still listening, you go, wow, that was pretty amazing what these guys were doing back then.
Yeah.
And then you really can be a testament to everyone else that's, putting out new music now. It's like, listen, go back and listen to this.
Yes.
Well, you'll get inspired,
For sure. I mean, it's just amazing. But before I let you go, hey, why don't you tell the viewers? I want you to come back on the show too. I'm gonna kind of give you to like the middle of the year, and let's reconnect and let's get the whole band on.
Would love to do that.
So Absolutely. We'll do that. But for now, why don't you tell everybody all your socials and where they can find all the info on your band?
Absolutely. Well, obviously, go to our YouTube page. Obviously, that's just straight up Under Black Sky. You can see we're very active. We're putting tons of content out there. We're putting tons of, like we talked about earlier, we're at the rate of maybe a song a month at this point. So we're always going to keep it fresh. So subscribe on YouTube for us so we can get out there and connect. Obviously Facebook, we're the ones out there commenting every day. We're the ones connecting. We're the ones answering the questions. We're the ones saying hi, high-fiving and whatnot. So make sure that you go Under Black Sky on Facebook. Go to We Are Under Black Sky on Instagram. You can go visit us on TikTok. We're the majority of the people are hanging out.
Right.
So, and we're there constantly, and we do understand that this is the way we're fortunate in the fact that we have outlets that we can communicate with our fans so easily. And so all I'm going to say is, hey, reach out to us. let us know where you're coming from, where you're at, what you want to hear, what you like, what you don't like. If you want to come, see us live somewhere, where should we show up? We've toured extensively over the past 10 years or so. So we'd love to be able to get back out there and support some of this new music and whatnot. So, but I'll tell you, go to Spotify, download, stream, follow. This is the biggest thing right now that you guys are going to realize, and everyone. I'm just a mouthpiece for so many other guys and girls and other bands out there right now. If you find some music you love, hopefully it's ours, go support them every which way you possibly can. It doesn't take much. It doesn't even take it doesn't take money. It just takes you paying attention. It takes you streaming a song, downloading something,
liking a video,
simple like, or
share. It's
so simple to help nowadays.
Right.
It's so easy. I mean, hey, when we were buying albums, we were physically coming out of hard-earned cash, whether it was 14, whatever it was back then.
Yeah.
$10 for an album. That was $10 back then, man. We were scraping up whatever we could. We would gladly give it away.
Oh, right.
We could never connect with the people on the album cover. So nowadays, all you got to do is, like you said, thumbs up, share it with your friends. That's all we ask. And then, because you know what? The more people that thumbs up, the more people that like and follow and share with their friends, basically, one lets us know that, okay, we're in demand in the marketplace, which means we will go out and see you. But it also shows the rest of the world, whether it's management, promotions companies, wherever, that we're in demand as well, and they want us to come see you.
Exactly.
So that's all we need. That's where you come in, and all the people out there watching that's all we need. People to say, hey, love to come and see you.
Or there might be a band out there that would love to have you on tour with them.
Absolutely.
You just don't know. That's what's great about this business, because the more connections, the more interaction with your fans as well as your colleagues. Hey,
absolutely.
The world is your oyster, my friend.
There's no doubt. No doubt. And we just appreciate every one of you guys out there that are taking the time to do these things. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got lives and families and doing what you're doing and passions. And hey, just, keep it going. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay happy, and don't take life too seriously. And man, let's go out there and have a good time together,
For sure. And let's keep rock alive, my friend.
Absolutely.
Because it's not going anywhere.
No. We're just getting started.
For sure. So keep in touch. We got a great connection going here. I look forward to interviewing the whole band.
Yes, me too.
Which would be great. Well, logistics and everything, we'll get that all figured out. But it was great talking to you. I could talk about rock with you probably for hours.
That'd be an easy thing to do. Yeah.
I know, right? Well, take care, and we will talk soon.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for your time and everything that you do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
What a great band, Under Black Sky. This band is ready to blow up. With the song they're dropping tomorrow, unbelievable. So definitely follow them on all platforms. Looking forward to see what happens next. I am your Vegas rock goddess, On the Rocks Total Entertainment. Always like and subscribe to On the Rocks, because you never know who I'll be talking to next.